Hi, my name is Corey Quinn, and I'm the founder of mycoachmatch.com. We're a website that matches coaches with clients based on fit. I'm here with Jolles. She's a life and resiliency coach. She's also an author and a speaker. Welcome, Ann.
Hi, Corey. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Could you share with us, why are you a life coach?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm a life coach because I cherish life. And I think we have so many circumstances and factors that continually work against us and in some cases batter us down. And I found in my life that I found many ways to help other people to really show up in their life as strong and as brilliant and as alive as they possibly can be. So I think I've always been a life coach because I have always felt that giving from my heart to others is the way to connect, and so much can happen from there.
So when should someone consider working with you as a life coach?
Well, it's funny. My feeling is in 10 years, everyone's going to have a life coach. It's sort of like 10 years ago when the whole yoga movement started. And now there are yoga studios practically on every corner.
That's right.
People start to feel how they can move their energy and move towards lightness and brilliance. That's when they started and kept doing yoga. Yeah. And I think that people should call a life coach. There are a few different circumstances. One is if they feel like they're having an ordinary life and they'd like to move it up to extraordinary. That's a great time to call a life coach. Another one is when they're hitting lots and lots of resistances and just can't get where they want to go. And I can help people navigate those places to figure out how to get there. And another reason to call a coach is if you really don't know exactly where you do want to go. And I help people figure that out. So that's what you'd call a coach.
Who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is someone who is really open to change, who wants things to be different in their life. I work with people in all different professions, in all different walks of life, but what holds them all together is a desire to create a life that they're enjoying, that they're productive, and that they're successful. That's my ideal client. I work with people, executives. Right now I'm working with someone in the financial industry who's really having a difficult time emotionally navigating these waters because there's so much uncertainty. I work with artists. I work with yoga teachers. I work with middle managers, all who are being battered, I'd say, or there's so much uncertainty in the world that I can help them pull them back inside, find their strengths, find how to navigate, and then go forward towards what they want to achieve. That makes sense?
That's very clear.
Okay.
In your experience as a life coach, how important is a match between a coach and a client?
Well, that's very interesting. I think a match in any situation is important. I mean, if you think of what a match means, a match is, two surfaces strike together and you're looking for a spark. That's what a match does. Yeah. So you're looking for the two surfaces, the two people coming together. And what happens, what we like to say in coaching is, I show up, you show up, and it's what develops between the two of us that's really magical and really important. That's where the work is. And chemistry is important, expectations are important, but really, as far as I'm concerned, I try to just be with whoever shows up, and in many times try to match their energy at the moment so then we can then work with it. So chemistry is absolutely important. Timing is important. There's so much that's important. But certainly there has to be a camaraderie and a similarity in feelings and where you want to go.
Can you share with me an experience or an example of a success story?
Well, I had one last week that was just like from a coach's standpoint, it couldn't be more delicious. One of my clients who lives down in North Carolina, she's an artist, and I've been working with her a long time. She started a while ago and wanted to not only nurture her artistic abilities, but also to make a business out of it. So it was sort of the culmination of working with her. She sent me an invitation that she had been invited to show her work 2 hours west of Boston at a beautiful, it was a university, and it was a beautiful museum and a university. And she asked me to come on out. And for me, it was just wonderful to sit in that art showing, see her fabulous paintings, which have evolved into, I call them masterpieces. But not only that, because for coaching, it's about the being and the doing. The doing for her was all of her beautiful paintings on the walls, which were fabulous. And then we've coached so much around the being. And here is this artist who has evolved and grown, and in all her glory, showing her work to this whole community in Western Massachusetts. It was a celebration, certainly for her, because she really had achieved the goals that she set out to achieve when she began coaching. But as a coach, there's nothing better than to see your client achieve the goals, step into them as a person, and shine in the moment. So that was a wonderful success.
That's wonderful. What a great manifestation.
It was a great manifestation.
That's great.
For both of us.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure it was very rewarding.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ann, for spending some time with us today.
Thank you, Corey. Great to meet you.
Yes.
And you do good work. So thank you.